will abound in their vessel of clay. Say, vessel of clay. While the vessel of clay is wet, there are going to be messes. It's going to get muddy, clouds of mud. Pastor, so what should I do to avoid it from getting wet? Well, buy an umbrella. And what umbrella should I purchase? The best umbrella I know is the coverage of Growing in Grace. The coverage of Growing in Grace. And even with the coverage of grace, sometimes it gets watered down that you have to be with a rag there. There are little holes in the umbrella. Sometimes allows for you to get wet because, well, you've looked for it. Sometimes it suits you to get wet so that you can have love for others. Because if you never get wet, you may think that you are only a treasure and that you have no clay. You know that Paul said, so we can comfort them with the consolation that we were comforted. And sometimes when you think that you are only a treasure and you think that you are so perfect and you think that you can criticize others, you start pointing and hurting others because you've been allowed to have such an excellent behavior. Well, an angel passes through and takes a glass of water and wets your back so that therefore, you are a treasure. Let's look to the second letter of Corinthians. Second letter to the Corinthians, chapter 4, verse 7. Verse 7, all with Bibles, please. But we have this treasure in what? In earthen vessel. For what? That the excellence of the power may be of God and not of whom? Us. You know what that means? That if you wouldn't have this vessel of clay with the law of sin, you would have committed the same mistake Lucifer committed. Listen to me closely. Your spirit was created in heaven, and while you had no vessel of clay, there were no problems. You submitted to God in the heavenlies. That's called the host of heaven. There are cherubims, seraphims, angels of power, archangels. That is an order that's in heaven of angels. So God has planned to send spirits to the earth and dress them with clay. But if he dressed them with clay without the knowledge of evil, then the same thing that happened to Adam would have happened to you. Adam was thrown to the ground and formed by the dust of the ground, and he wanted to become greater than God.